Hello guys, it's Peter from Peter's Sound, and in this video I'd like to show you the trunk buffalo build in this Merc. It's not fully finished, but it's probably the best stage to show it to you, because I have to crack on with the amp rack build, and after that I wouldn't be able to show certain things because the amp rack would hide it. So we've got two Acoustic Elegance 15-inch subs here for the duty, using the airspace in the trunk. And I've built a structure which looks something like, let's say, an enclosure without a backplate. Once I show it from the cabin side, then you will see. So the base is doubled up, also because on the sides the floor wasn't even, and I didn't want a gap underneath it, so actually one 18mm extra layer filled that gap out, and well, it's also more solid now. There are two bolting points here, you can see there's one there, one on the other side. There were existing holes in the floor, so I only had to fit rib nuts. The main buffle is also double 18mm, and I still have gaps on the sides where the cables run in, but I will cover those with additional panels blocking the gaps completely from both sides, from here and from the back. You wouldn't really be able to make this whole structure super exact, because then you wouldn't be able to push it into place. On the top, as you see, I probably have a millimeter of gap, or even less. It was proper tight to push it in. Another thing that you have to consider, that it all looks good, but the opening the boot is what it is. So you have to be able to lift it in. Actually, I couldn't even put it in straight. It has to go in on like an angle, slide in, and then you can turn it in. That's the only way to put this structure in. Yeah, that's gonna be the little rack for the second battery, with the fuse holder already prepared. Everything is gonna be painted black, carpeted, whatnot. The whole floor will be also covered in closed cell foam and acrylic foam and everything once I finish the fabrication side of it. But then here I show it to you from the inside. It's gonna make a bit more sense. Oh, actually I may need the torch. Alright, so this is a bit more interesting from this angle. Also, the floor right here in the back is another 2-inch higher, so I had to raise it. As you see, there's a gap there. It drops down, and I just left enough. I left an inch from the basket, enough clearance. So the buffle is supported on the sides with these plates. In the middle, I've made a triple stacked brace. So if this is not solid enough, then nothing. Here and on the other side, I'm using the factory bolt points, which are the factory hook points for the boot. And there's going to be another 2 points up here, going up into the cross steel bar going across. So eventually I will have 6 bolts holding the whole structure in place. I think that's more than sufficient enough. That should do the trick. Yeah, all this will be, you know, trimmed in black. A nice trim panel going all around to also, you know, block out these gaps to avoid any cancellation from the waste going to the boot and then coming back, and then hide the edges. And then fancy lights to, you know, wash the subs. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty animal. I think should do the trick. So I think I'm not gonna wait and, you know, take another shot when it's all finished, because that may be one of the videos when the amp prep is done with the panels. So for now, I'm gonna end this video here. Let me know what you think about this trunk buffle structure. If you don't know what infinite buffle and trunk buffle is, then yeah, just drop a line. I'm not gonna start explaining it. Many people have done it. I'm not the first. People have done it back in the 80s, you know, even probably maybe in the 70s, I guess, when speakers needed more airspace. They didn't really work in a small sealed box. But yeah, all I can really say that this setup doesn't work with, you know, subwoofers which need an enclosure. You need dedicated drivers with the right specs, otherwise you won't really get a great result. And with these Acoustic Elegance subs, you should get the best quality, very efficient, responsive, you know, result. They hardly need any power, and they do a great job. So yeah, this is it for now, guys. Subscribe if you are not subscribed yet. Please feel free to share, comments, and, you know, all the usual things. And yeah, speak soon on the next one.